Yo, welcome SpeedGaming to another Super Metroid Map Rando ASMR edition. It is I, none other than WX Fan. Sorry that WX Fan couldn't make it today. I'm performing as the stunt double, the non-verbal version of WX Fan. So, no. Um, you know how this goes. We got stellar lineup. We got V2Nitro on the left versus NZT, double suit. So this room would be scarier than usual. Imagine if you could start this room without uh, without any suits. We pretty sure you can make that. Maybe it is possible. I don't know. I haven't played enough to get scammed. This okay, we got speed right off the bat. Okay, so this one's pretty straightforward, with the exception of having access to as many. Oh, Nitro also kept by that. So as much as NZT might want to, follow suit and have this be not a pink door. Oh, okay. Chillin'. Barely missed it. Gonna have to resort to this not so frame perfect wall jump, but pretty annoying. Not just for the wall jump part itself, but also because of getting sniped by a King Cat. Now, NZT made it. Here we go, Nitro. Perfect. Nice job. Convenient save here. There's usually a save to the right. If it's not Phantom, that is. Which it couldn't be. Oh, this would be kind of great. Oh, there's first supers. Depending on how this goes. Interesting to be able to get over there. And they're already in a new zone. So they're gonna have to hope that this like morph bombs or power bombs in this area. Bombs? There's the first one. Oh, are we gonna get zero missile seed right here, right now? I know we just kind of jumped into the match. But welcome to the golden hour of Australia. Oh, Mother Brain 2 already. This might be a quick one. These rando seeds are definitely hand grown in Australia too, just to match. I'm just gonna want to keep this. Might go for some risky plays. Nope, more 5. I was thinking I chose thinking a little bit ahead. Oh, although that yeah, that's not doable. Astro knows not to go there too. I was thinking logically they could go through this, skip through all of this, just because of what Speed Booster does for them. That's another area. This Norfair already for NZT. Oh, this is an annoying start. Nitro is in a... I was gonna say Nitro's in a beautiful position in comparison to NZT now, but they're both in the same position now. Pretty cool idea would be to go through that pink door. That looks like Nitro's gonna go through now. Oh yeah, NZT has to farm this up again. Never checked a watering hole, so it might be fine. See, here's what I was thinking. Like Morph is probably like right here. Oh, another super. Yeah, zero missiles. So here's our Morph. Oh my gosh, it's all supers. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Here's Morph. It's still not morphing. This is what I was gonna mention. Just to try to go a little bit more in depth about what this seed might have to offer. Oh no, that one's a little bit of a time loss. It shouldn't hurt too hard. Okay, normally it wouldn't hurt that hard. Mainly because it's a sandpit play. It's a sandpit. It's a sandpit. Unless it's here. Oh my gosh, I'm like discombobulated. No, it can't be here. Because wait. I mean, no, it can't. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Like it could be, maybe. I'm not sure how it works. It's another save for NZT. Which makes sense. Could be gambling the sandpit play. Okay. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm all over the place because this start is annoying. Okay. Anyway. 2 other areas are open to them. They're not choosing to go through that because they can. Because if they know that the top is the top of the Mission Impossible room, it clearly does not seem worth it. NZT, will he risk those supers? It's a risky play. We saw Nitro try to go for it, but I don't doubt that. You have speed. You can make it back okay, NZT. It doesn't want to risk it though. Could be a little dangerous. And anyway, back to what I really wanted to get while the runners are doing what they think. Oh, no. I was about to say maybe with screw attack. That's where NZT wants to head next, but no, power bombs. Morph is close. Okay. To backtrack just a little bit more. I remember one time NZT could get the map right now. Took the save, and that's actually a really good play. Because they might be able to. Because NZT could look at the map. Oh my gosh! Okay, let me backtrack. Let me shut up and then backtrack. Oh my gosh, NZT! This is what are these Australian seeds? What's going on? What are these? I shouldn't have signed up for this. Why did I sign up to do comms? This is my fault. I cooked myself. There's a ship. We got ship. Okay. Welcome to SpeedGaming, ASMR Hour. I am your host, WX I'm just gonna factory settings myself real quick. I promise that's not a controversial way to say, let me reset myself. Let me start over. Don't assume that you can get soft lock when making decisions. Like sometimes the seed, weirdly, could just make you do weird things. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to say, Nitro has to go for this. Or wanted to, but doesn't waste too much time. I need to talk about what happened. Who's the higher seed? Of course, V2Nitro. Nitro is... I've been mentioning it since I calmed like one of his first races. He's potentially the favorite to win it all. He's really that good. It's just that these seeds don't do us any favors. They don't make us look good. They don't make any runner look good because, oh my goodness, high jump could be, maybe space jump could be around. So with Nitro being the higher seed, of course, Nitro got to pick first, pick double suit. Definitely favored. His movement is also really, really good. If I'm not wrong, pretty sure he has done some any percent, but not a lot. If anything, speedrunning for these is kind of useless. Speedrunning in general is useless. Sorry, SpeedGaming. I hate to say it, but we're in 2025. We're out. Okay, that's why we're holding randomizer races now. Anyway. Nitro or not Nitro. NZT ended up vetoing Metroids, and Nitro's veto was no objectives. That one's a little bit more. It's a little bit more variance. Okay, that's all I need to say. I feel like I need to say that because professionally, that's what you should say. Unprofessionally, who cares? All right, NZT, check this. Okay, all right. Let's just keep. Wait, hold. He's gonna do it. Let's go. Yes. Okay, thank goodness. Sampe play. We know we want the Sampe play. Hold on. Hold. I'm scanning. I'm scanning. It looks like it wants you to go. What the? Alright, SpeedGaming. This might be the first time I ever acknowledgingly, openly swear on SpeedGaming. Are you ready? What the heck? Yeah, no, this is going to be deep. So, one of the other things that I wanted to say, like 15 minutes ago, was this is what happens when you pick double suit. You could be sent on this wild morph chase. You can be sent on this untitled morph game of a randomizer. Double suit. I honestly, double suit. Double suit has like a has the beginning of a no objectives game. No objectives is kind of it's pretty open. It's pretty open world. Double suit is effectively the like the Elden Ring, or like the Elden Ring or Skyrim of Super Metroid map randos, because it's open world. Oh, this is a pretty tight short charge, but it's definitely doable. It is. Hold Nitro, you got this. Hold. This is actually kind of bad for Nitro, because yeah, this is a stutter 3. Okay, decided not to waste any more time. Oh, Nitro's gonna go back. It's gonna probably pick up. It'd be wild if like Morph really is hidden in Mission Impossible all this time, because they haven't no, but it's not it. And NZT doesn't have to check the item. NZT has the map. From what I was seeing, everything could be. Gosh, yeah, no. They do have to check things. Oh, Nitro is skipping X-ray. Alright, so this is Nitro's not even playing the wrist power bombs there. This is something that we've seen Nitro already get to. Nitro, take the save. Might do it right now when he comes to realize. Surely doesn't do it right now. I feel like you still. No, I'm not gonna pull okay. I think just having the info to kind of like help plan for sure, to kind of help plan in case you want to backtrack, like after you find Morph, potentially. Oh, there's Morph. That's exactly why Nitro backtracked. Okay, so Nitro's in a really good position. Because NZT is NZT is not close. We've seen Nitro already explore here. Nitro potentially remembering, yes, right here, and going to the power bombs, and then it's gonna backtrack maybe for Aqueduct. We'll see though. Could just keep going. It's not looking as scary. Could just also keep exploring until. Oh yeah, they already have bombs too, so that works out just fine. Dead end for NZT. Gosh, this is like the best part about Map Rando. It's like you can end up anywhere, anytime, and this controls for a lot. I think and a convenient save. So this is perfect for Nitro. Nitro could never be where NZT is right now. It's okay for Nitro to potentially take any losses. This is a good check. I'm trying to think of like logic wise where Nitro could be, what Nitro could be pushed into doing. Could be here, but simply just gonna back out of criteria. So that's the scary part, the scariest part, if anything, of Double Suit. Once you find Morph, it all comes down to map locations. There we go. Now I could assume there was like a Torian here to the right, but okay, so I think you go down Bow Mountain and then you try to put yourself out of the Croc Speedway, get that major, and then go to Torian potentially. There might be other majors that I skipped out on, and if I did, I pretty much get a pass because it's way too early for me to be doing anything. Maybe there's something else. There's probably better routing. I just wasn't even paying attention too much. Mainly because I have this like super. Why do I watch these? Super tiny. Oh no, just gonna go. Gonna go straight to Torian. Huh. This is kind of good. But Nitro doesn't like it. And I think the reason this is probably a better play because got the map. There's nothing. Oh. Oh, that was really good. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Sorry, NZT. That's annoying. That's a really good spark, though. But we know that the deeper you get into this, the worse this becomes. Oh my gosh, that fireball was giving chase. Nitro. Prioritize the map here. And you're chilling. Oh. My hope. Oh, and that's another. Yeah, so here's what I was thinking for Nitro. That reset was really good because Nitro being able to get a read on the seed. I like that everything just kind of works out with how a lot of things right with seed. Anyway, Nitro being able to get a read on the seed notices that supers are, you know, in season. There's an abundance of supers. Nitro realizes that this game is called Super Metroid for a reason because of how many supers there are in this game. Didn't chase the major because honestly, if there's gonna be this many super packs readily available, and you already have all the suits, you have everything you need effectively as far as like major items to complete this game, Nitro instantly just goes into ammo. Notices that ammo is the way to go. NZT is gonna backtrack more, which is good. Oh, not that much. It's gonna. NZT almost save scummed into like before this game was conceived. NZT was gonna backtrack or save scum back to Nestroid. Oh, Fantoon here. So first boss down with only 5 missiles. We are still chilling. It is not as bad. It's not as bad. You can kind of manipulate the missile drops to spawn like right in front of you to do your Dopplers just right. You want to pick up all the missile drops? Perfect. Nice, like that. You see how Nitro still had a missile drop right in front of him, so he could have kept Doppling. Oh no! Jukes. Should be good now. There we go! Okay, NZT should be picking up Morph now. Oh gosh. Great job. But this feels too little, too late. And I can't really think of anything that would really could really. It's really difficult to envision, to see how NZT could make up all that time. Holy moly, and there's 3 bosses in this area too. Nitro's gonna go for supers here. Nitro's gonna go for the X's right here. Super. There it is. Okay. Probably kills Ridley now. And Plasma. That Plasma is such a tease. Oh, Plasma. How you tempt me. We go way, way back. Remember those long summer nights? Just you and I making sweet, passionate pina coladas out on the beachfront and just whispering Super Metroid to one another. It's a tease because, yeah, like, just give me charge. Just charge me for charge. Do it now. Take my charge, please. Take it. But it'd be quality of life for sure. That way you don't have to spend all this time farming, you know? Shout out to farmers, by the way. Any farmers in chat? Anyone? I'm not talking about state farmers either. Oh, wait. I can't be... Oh, another boss here for NZT. Dragon first. See, this is where charge comes in handy. Nitro could run into it, though. I shouldn't be making state farm jokes, because I don't even know if that exists in Australia. I'm sorry I'm making so many Americanized jokes. I'm probably losing my key target demographic. I'm sorry, Australia. What do you have over there? Aflac? That's the goose. That's the goose thing. Do you have emu? Do you have emulators? High jump, quality of life. That run and jump is not going to be as annoying anymore. One in the air, Dragon's down. Yeah, 30 supers. Nitro just goes to Ridley, takes care of that. The reason Ridley's pretty powerful right now. Oh gosh, this is a great area to be in for NZT. But then again, I could just be thinking early map rando. Yeah, there's not going to be any need for supers here. Nitro might actually want to finish this with as little vanilla missiles as possible. We've seen a seed similar to this yesterday, where the regular missiles were missing. Oh, just power bombs. Not what Nitro wanted to see. Save here, not needed. Oh gosh. You know, that's probably the biggest power move I've ever seen. And thinking about it, that does feel like a blatant disrespect power move. Typically, I see a lot of runners take the save, but Nitro, being the fan favorite, your runner's runner, if you will, just just turning away from the save station. Doesn't need it anymore. What makes it even more impactful? Oh, hold on. Wait, let's see. Criteria map. Yeah, that ain't it. We had already seen Mother Brain, but it's the one boss. Well, okay. Here's a scary thing, and just because of Nitro's location, NZT could kill all the bosses fairly quickly. Because I don't know how many. I know that the areas were all like pretty close, but if somehow Nitro could get sent on a wild goose chase, it's all these like wild goose chase. That's all it is. If Nitro fully explores and clears, if anything, all these other areas with no bosses, and struggles to find Dragon, that could play a big role in NZT making up some time. Oh, sorry, NZT. Right, excellent fight here for Nitro. I wanted to touch base on the whole save station disrespecting again. And this is the scary part. Oh, decision time. What are we doing, huh? Where are we going? Where are we dropping Nitro? You're close to Meridia, but maybe because of how close the bosses are. This is a good save scum. Dipping in Meridia. Hope that isn't as bad. No. This is an even wiser, better choice. You don't. Oh, I guess we'll see. I think in general, it's all gonna be just fine. Like the criteria, chilling. This is really good. Yes, perfect. And good high five. Criteria makes sense for Nitro to do, just to also get ship location. Not necessarily fearful of a scary escape, but it did make for a potentially scary hunt. Like it could have been really bad if Nitro ended up in Meridia. Because that would have been some rabbit hole. You don't want to be there. You don't want to do that. Now Nitro, I believe, did kind of lose just a tiny bit of time hunting for some ammo, but it's not that big of a deal. And I mainly say this just because NZT could find all the supers and not have to like do this huge loop or this roundabout that Nitro did before killing Ridley. Because what matters, and I think this is so what matters now is just getting the ammo, killing the bosses, and you're chilling. Convenient save. This is the disrespect save. NZT not want to miss out on it. Still, though, I really do want to point this. I do want to point out that skipping the major that was over in that other area. What was that area? I can't even remember. It's so irrelevant. Okay, so finds the crate location, super close by. Great save scum. Snorfer is gonna reveal everything, all the open secrets. NZT. But as cool as that is, NZT wants to also be able to get some E-tanks, because Nitro's already ammoed, already go mode. Knows his fan too. Let's get these dual boss kills. Great opening spark. Pumps her with 2 supers. This should be a clean kill right here. I just go all supers. That's fine. Great fight. Quick, easy, and conveniently bars on the brain right there. Just ready to go. So thankfully, going back to the whole the major that was at that beginning zone. I can't even remember what zone that was. Either way, skipping out on that major, I do want to point out, was also a really good play. Because it's something that NZT just kind of skipped out on in general. Even Torian, I'm pretty sure. I like both routes for a reason. Because they made the same choices, but kind of in reverse. For the most part, they made the same choices, but in reverse. This might be a moment where NZT feels just a tiny bit bad and might be thinking, if only I had come here first. Speed up skip. Now without ice, can be a little annoying with the Rinkas. Let's get all in there. The Hundo strap. Okay. Thankfully, this is going to be a really quick Mother Brain 2 fight, which was... does not want to get tapped by anything here. Perfect. Nice job, Nitro. That's the beauty of a 30 super Mother Brain fight. It goes by quickly. You just rip the bandage off. I'm sorry for Americanizing everything. If I could, I wouldn't. Yeah, so both decisions were right. Like, yeah, both decisions just made sense. It just GG. I forgot that it was like right there. GG Nitro winner and thank you. I guess NZT forfeited and I didn't even get to talk more about what I wanted to say except for the fact that for Nitro, hello SpeedGaming. It is I, WX fan, WX fan squared, WX fan times 2. Welcome to another exciting race. This time we have the Gravity 10 mode. Officially Gravity 9 plus 1 because you get Gravity from the get-go and you get 9 energy tanks and 1 reserve. The 1 is the reserve. The 9 is the energy tanks. But, I mean, we could do math here, right? 9 plus 1 equals 11, so that's why this is what I call Gravity 10. I haven't even seen the first 9 gravities, so they just skipped right into Gravity 10. Yeah. The rules are simple. Just farm a lot. Just go through all the heated rooms. Excellent damage avoiding by Nitro there. Super smooth. Just chase the extended heated runs. NZT's playing it safe. But it's just this. It would be cool if there could be something to the right here. Both runners going the opposite direction. Oh, and that's a really good play. Just small little time loss for Nitro. Appearance behind. Space jump. So space jump, because of these items being forward filled progression, space jump means that you have to go up here, up to the top right. Because again, that's just how the seeds go. So a dead end for now. Oh, and a forced BT for supers. So those supers put that pink door to the left in logic. So everything's pretty straightforward. Can't really say too much. This isn't giving me too much to work with. Oh no, the supers. Don't worry, casual speed gaming chatter. NZT does not need those supers because there's a refill here. The ship acts as a refill. Did you know that? Did you know that you can refill at the ship? It's not like in the other quality of life Metroid games where you can refill everywhere. At any save, at any point. I guess I kind of like not being able to do that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's go take a sneak peek here. Oh. Fantoon hold? Fantoon hold. No. I wouldn't think so. I think these are Fantoonable. But it's fine. Gonna get an early... Oh, nice. First try right there. for the advanced Gary skip. Nothing. So I want to go here. Still on the hunt for morph. First missiles right there for Nitro. Looking. Just gonna follow suit. Ooh, that's scary. Those yeah, let's just avoid that maybe. Oh, you don't. I was okay. Careful, Nitro. There we go. First try. Oh, perfect. That very convenient save. Should have figured that there should be a save. Yeah. So for the most part, you just want to be chasing most of the hell runs. That save is not worth it. When you have save stations as close as those, it's okay to disrespect one of them. That's Croc Speedway, so also not needed. But you have more than enough energy to just make it across any. Nope, not needed either. Cool. So maybe it's a sand pit, and maybe not the right sand pit, but because as we can see, that's speed locked, potentially. So I might have to check the left sand pit just for now. Just so you have a way out. Let's see, hold. Get the sand pit plays. This is not a good one. But we can get some info. Just don't. There's a major item up there. So good to keep in mind. Oh, Nitro, however, is just gonna go for the gate glitch. Oh, there's no need to farm. Unless Nitro just wanted. Hold on, hold. This is morph perfect. Another early morph encounter for Nitro. And NZT gets pooped out on the other end. Gets pooped out on the top side. Gets pooped out of the mouth of this room. So this will allow them to get this map. And let's see. Let's scan. Grade right below. All clear. So Nitro's gonna go down. Didn't even bother to scan back up. There's nothing. I don't know if Nitro saw the Norfair entrance. I think the gamble. Maybe he didn't. I just wasn't really paying attention to it in time, but it was a pretty quick glance. Nitro's gonna prioritize this item. It could be big. It is big. It's X-ray. It's time for an X-rave in chat. Let's have a good time during these very go to work at 7 a.m. Pacific time hours. There's one major item here that Nitro could go for as well. So crate first. Maybe a save station after. Oh no. Sorry, NZT. Now we gotta listen up. Crate's hacking. Stand up. Oh. Open up quick. Open up quick. Honestly, not too bad. Okay. All right. Open wide. Thank you. Nitro. Thank you for feeding the crates. Should be a sign in front of every Super Metroid runner's home. Please feed the crates. That is your PSA. Your PSA warning. Okay, major item right here. That Nitro is routing in. Let's hope it's not I didn't want to say that item, but I was thinking that item. So maybe I manifested it through the thinking of my everything. NZT could skip this item. NZT is down. Down 1 point and down bad for scoring a win. Nice, excellent, just in time. Almost missed the great quick kill. Gain some time on Nitro here, and he's not gonna piss. Maybe. I mean, it's morning. Not gonna pass up on this major. We know a spring ball. I wonder if NZT took that save in case it's either useless, which is what makes sense to me, or he took that save because it's useless. If the item is useless and this area isn't worth it. Convenient refill here. Oh, yeah, just in case Meridia doesn't work out, could just save scum this. Okay, this is gonna be kind of wild. There's gotta be like, no. I guess it's fine, really. Fortunately for NZT, that. Don't forget Norfair up there. Actually, Norfair. They've already been to Norfair now that I think about it. So there's no need for Nitro to check up there. Oh, yikes. They will have to go back to Norfair, however. Because this is a dead end that Nitro's going to keep exploring. Now, because NZT's going to have a little bit of health, I don't know if it's going to be enough to make it past what Nitro just had to endure to get to this side. Because this was quite heated. Yes, so this is the scary part. I don't know if NZT farms this. NZT might... Oh, there's charge. Okay. Wow. So NZT's not going to want to pass up on this at all. Unless there's somehow very convenient... super packs, which... it's really... I'm just going to mainly guess there's not. Because even though 13 minutes in and you already have 10 supers, while that might sound nice, I don't think it's a good indicator just yet. 15, I could maybe be convinced, but you'd have to talk me into it before committing to ammo. Again, it'd be a lot of refilling. Okay, this is a convenient enough refill, but Nitro's just kind of cruising. There's nothing for Nitro to worry about. And ice. Yeah. This whole area is pretty... It's stacked. It's so stacked. Some people might even say it's litty on a stack, so... Nitro made the right play. Will he get the last major item upon exiting, however? Will he brought that in? Sources tell me no. Insider trading sources are telling me... excuse me. They're telling me that he will skip that. This is only getting a little bit more concerning for NZT because NZT is just kind of going the opposite direction of the map, despite having... Oh no, it's just backtracking. It's just an alternate route. Can I avoid the green gate glitch, maybe? Here's that last one. Oh, yeah, this place was loaded. Okay, Nitro. Nitro is definitely ready. Which, I mean, it honestly did make sense. Again, you have ice, you have charge, and you don't have a lot of supers. I think chasing the majors is definitely a fine play. It's really hard to commit to ammo right now, but that route was exceptional. So now, and even if, not that this was the case, but okay, that's a little scary. I have to have a little bit of a farm sesh. Saw the circle, which fortunately is not gonna be the tank he hopes that it is, because we saw NZT pick this up. Good bounce right there on the door shell. Congratulations! Nitro got himself a second septic tank. Nothing but copium in that copium tank. I call it a copium tank because you kind of cope with the fact that it's not an E-tank, right? Like, you hope it's an E-tank, and then when it's not, you kind of just have to cope with it. Yeah, Nitro really wants to make it past that heated room. There's nothing really too convenient, so it's probably gonna opt for... Oh, this is a little bit of a scary predicament. This is when Gravity 10 takes an ugly turn, because this is the exact type of farming that they want to avoid. Either farming for health or farming deaths, trying to escape. 2, Get that. Double jump for the manipulation. You don't want to jump before oh, just in time. Nice. Good clutch. Just keep for these. It's fine. He has space jump. You don't want to jump before bonking the wall. However, that's careful with that manipulation, because yeah, it can lead to that. That manip is kind of designed for you to kind of go slow, but at least be consistent. So like, it's pretty precise, but it's not hard either. But I understand, because in heck runs, that those energy tanks, your energy just overall becomes a countdown. So farming here. Yep, farming. Reminds you of them days. Sitting out back with old Bashy. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Australia. It's morning now, though. I kind of have to do my. I gotta salute, you know. Gotta say rise and shine to the fellers down south. Okay. So everything should be here, or at least beyond this point. The map's not too far. It's close enough. Honestly, even up to this point, it might still be okay to commit to ammo. Oh, NZT with another cope tank. Doing 100% cope tank completion. Alright, behind this map, what do we have? Oh, that looks like a gross. Oh, that's a close major. It's a lot of. Oh goodness, 3 areas. I was kind of joking when I said everything's behind this one area, with the assumption that every area branches out here, I guess. But whatever. We're just hoping it was something a little bit more linear, kind of, but then that would make for a longer escape. Bombs here. That's not it. Nitro is not going to go for the major item to the left of, to the west side of this particular zone. So might just head in the direction of everything else. And then what makes sense to NZT? NZT NZT humna. This is really, it's an assertive move, don't get me wrong. Okay, I thought Nitro was gonna skip this, honestly. There's 2 major items to the right. Height. Okay. This is a very assertive and dominant and bold time to take this. Oh, but it pays off for Nitro because it is plasma. It's perfect, honestly, because since he does have X-ray, nice. You see, this is exactly why Nitro is a favorite to win it all. Careful. Yeah, that's good enough. That gets you through for most of it. Yeah, you could just stay chilling here. You could take a little acid bath. Nitro's not gonna want to forget that he has visual on Ridley also. Sometimes that happens. It was a valiant effort though, NZT. Yeah, see, you can't give up on ammo just yet. Which is why I think it would have been fine. I mean, you get to save yourself from the farming, don't get me wrong. Picking up plasma especially. But even if he had skipped that, I'm pretty sure there would have been enough to still make quick work of I think at this point Nitro will skip every major though. Like this has all been swelling well. Because this beam loadout is enough to dispatch Ridley. Now, I don't think he's gonna skip every major item just yet if it happens to be in the way, right? So this one's close by. Why not? Okay, but I mean, in general, this is all working out. Oop, accidental bunkies. It's the last one. Watch this be like screw attack or high jump. There it is. Quality of life. It would have been. Well, you know what? No. High jump definitely would have been best case scenario. Oh my gosh, NCT would have been best case scenario just for that fluid, sultry movement, you know? Yeah, that's right. Daddy loves the fluid movement in Meridia that NCT's doing. He's got this. Okay. So I think this might be Meridia. I think. Oh no, this is. No, we've been here. Oh, Nitro's backtracking for Ridley. Excuse me. I am so sorry. I thought I knew better. Nice, excellent gate glitch right there for Nitro. That one kind of hard. Alright, last item right there for NZT. Yeah, there's nothing to fear except fear itself right now for Nitro. Honestly, yeah, Nitro does have to backtrack for Ridley because there was no mother brain yet, so the deeper he went into the Rando seed, the worse it could potentially get. The backtrack. Plus, it looked like he was close enough to the to beginning of from where he came from. So just overall masterful routing. And we're gonna have NZT try to give it another go. That's why he's farming up. I have heard it before that sometimes doing it's a really tough call to make, but Nitro very well made the call and did it quite well on recognizing when Ridley is worth killing early and potentially when Ridley might not be worth killing early. Because right now, for NZT, this Ridley fight is early for sure. And it could be a great advantage if it doesn't cost you a death or too much time farming, or even just too much time trying to kill Ridley at all. If the other items just would have worked out, there were more supers, it would have been a power play for NZT. I'm pretty sure he still would have been behind because Nitro has just been incredibly solid with the movement. But yeah, if you notice, it's a scary thing when you notice Ridley at a dead end, and it's like, well, how long do I have to go until I come back? Might as well get it out of the way now, and it can bait you. And when you commit to this early of a Ridley fight, you do have to actually like follow through with it. Unless it looks like really difficult, but it just feels like you have to stick with it. It's a little clutchies, but this should be doable. Just no more hits. Play nothing but the hits. Oh my goodness. This is hurting. This is hurting. Oh my gosh, that is so painful. Watch out for that run speed, that run and jump speed. Yikes. That's another unfortunate death. Will NZT... Yeah. Yeah, you kind of just have to. Metroid's gonna head back up this shaft. That's actually a pretty good save. It might seem like it would be best to get a better save within this area, but honestly, Nitro doesn't see any lines, sees no divisions. That save is pretty optimal for this area, just because how everything branches out. Oh no, NZT. Solidarity. We are here with you. Alright. So area number 1. What do we got? Oh, I think Nitro was hoping for a either for a full halfie, maybe not a full halfie, but enough run speed to get through slow Coliseum. If this is a bad map, definitely seeing a save scum. Oof. Hate to see it. You don't know where that might end up being. It's so annoying when it's like right in the middle of my backtracking. It's annoying when you take the elevator and it's like, okay, well, I just went right past the save room, so it could either be up or down, and it looks like it's down. To another elevator room. This has to be it, of course. Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, NZT bailing out. Oh, bust. Just gonna backtrack to that Brinstar connector. It's funny that they connect so close and so quickly. And because Brinstar is the bigger map, it does make sense to check that area first to prioritize Brinstar over Torian, just because Torian has potential to be a really tiny area. So yeah, maybe let's not do that. Should be a big enough area to fit 2 bosses. Maybe even 3 if should Mother Bane be somewhere around here. See, and this is what's gonna make. I mean, thankfully, NCT doesn't. If NCT loses, they shouldn't feel obligated to finish the seed. But this is what makes this seed kind of horrible when it comes to backtracking. Because this is such a. This is an enormous backtrack. Really annoying to try to have to go through all of that. That's why Nitro's decision to backtrack when he did was pretty much optimal. Because he backtracked after he got Charge, Plasma, and Varia. So you... Yeah, he didn't even have to farm anything. And we'll see where NZT ends up going first. And then even this map for Brinstar is kind of gross too. Oh, well. Not quite close, Nitro. This is gross. I don't like this. Maybe Metro Brinstar elevator is here. I don't know. Oh, okay, or climb. So also clears. This looks more like the area to the map. Oh gosh, this is excruciating. Gotta head up here. Gotta do all this nonsense. Alright, show us Phantoon and Dragon. Mother Brain, Dragon. Oh, it can't be Phantoon. What am I talking about? That's actually even gross. Torian, yeah. So you save scum? I'd like to save scum. Yep, this is what I was gonna mention. I think you save scum to Torian. Get that out of the way, because since you already have visual on Mother Brain and Dragon being that close to Mother Brain, it's better to just backtrack what you can. The Torian save, yeah, while it would have been logically, so to speak. Plus, Phantoon's close. Okay, this was great. This ends up working out. Phantoon. Nitro's gonna take a wild guess here. It's probably gonna be the top door. He just wants to check the items first. Super goes kind of hard. Refill? Take it, yeah. Perfect for the soupies. Just gotta check top door. Save. Is the map even in this room at all? No. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. Okay. No, there's no reason. It's close though, but... It's probably at the bottom here then. Oh, there's the fourth reserve. Perfect. Yeah, so Phantoon's gonna be to the right here. Solid stuff, solid stuff. Gonna microwave this, get yourself some microwaved calamari. Perfect fast. And thank you for that nice hot warm meal, Nitro. Now he just has to make his way back to Big Pink. This should be the middle crumble block door. that Nitro's gonna get pooped out of. Yep, perfect. He just has to make it back to Brinstar. And there's also an E connector into Brinstar. From here, so let's check it out. But yeah, stellar routing and great decision making by Nitro. Ridley's usually one of the more annoying ones to have to make quick work of. Oh my gosh, I forgot how bad this Brinstar is. Even though we just saw it, probably gonna see it twice here for NZT. On NZT's screen and Nitro. Yep, almost there, dude. Yeah. This is a Pepe W. This is a Pepe W seed. Just everything so over there, and yeah, and holy moly, but you're almost there. You're almost there, Nitro. Just keep going. Alright, Mother Brain. Dragon should be above here. Let's take this Ellie. Perhaps she's at the top of Terminator ramp. Close enough. Just has to do a little circle around. Dragon also should be fairly quick with microwave. Yeah, almost there. It just has to come down the crab hole here. All the supers are also brilliant. My gosh, these are some of the worst rooms of all time. But either way, Nitro finally made it. And just has Dragon to take care of. Since Dragon's not gonna take care of her kids, then Nitro is gonna have to take care of Dragon. Just being very efficient here. And Nitro just wants to leave. Perfect D boost. Stuck the landing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, as you can see, NZT. This map reveal is gonna be kind of rough. Hmm. Don't know if I'm missing something. Don't, just curious where NZT was going. I think 'cause they were all dead ends. Maybe? No. Wait. I map should be accessible from this side. I just accidentally glanced over it, but I just drew the Zeb. Oh, I guess it isn't. Yeah, I guess it isn't. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it just hit me. I was like, what's going on? I thought there was like a left door. Yeah, that's kind of pooped. Honestly, that. Oh my goodness. This was this was the anti-NZT seed. I mean, NZT's gonna run into Dragon here. Either way, Nitro's on the escape. That escape timer makes it look like it's not as bad as it is. But don't worry. Papa Nitro is almost to the ship. He's gonna grant that sweet relief. You don't have to finish this NCT. I promise. Just 5 more minutes. And no plasma. Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, this is just like. This has to be worst case scenario for NCT. Just none of it paid off, and it's even more of a tragedy realizing that there's. You have to enter from the other side, or at least not enter from the other side. Just go around like I don't know the worst route to even get this map here in Brinstar. But with that said, Nitro is our back-to-back winner. GG's to Nitro. Stellar masterclass session of how map randos work, map randos of different varieties of the double suit and gravity 10 variants. Really, really well done. GG Nitro. Yeah, how do you feel about that, chat? Wow. That is, yeah, please let everyone know Let me know how what you all thought, huh? Give a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hmm? What is it? Did you like it? Yeah. Do you want some more? Do you want some more Matt Brandos? Do you, chat? Do you? Anyway, joining comms right now. After the race, a little too late. Just kidding. We have NZT joining the booth. I want to say GG, but I know that last seed probably made it feel really bad. Either way, I commend you for sticking it through and powering through, especially with that Ridley fight. And joining us is also Nitro, but NZT just left, so NZT did not want to talk to me. NZT just dipped out. Nitro, GG, congrats on your win. Yeah, give us all your thoughts right now.
GG's, thank you. I'm glad I won, of course. That first seed was kind of terrible. I did win. I'm not happy about it though, even though I did win. I'm curious. I saw NZT said that they also had trouble at the beginning, which is kind of surprising to me because it was like a freak accident kind of mistake that I made. So I'm a little surprised with that. So I wonder, how close were we out of that early game in the first seed? I wonder, like, how bad was it for both of us?
It was pretty atrocious, but I mean it was really open though, so I don't think you could really be faulted for how bad that start went because it is double suit and maybe in hindsight it looks pretty clear, but I don't know, like maybe chat caught on quickly. I'm not sure, but it was pretty bad because of everything that you did. You know, having to last location morph. Like, yeah, it makes sense where it is, but everything else just also makes as much sense as going through fast pillars.
I got my audio working here. Did we both last location morph in game one? And GG's Nitro, by the way.
Yes, GG's NZT. I did pretty much last location morph, but it was. I don't know how late you got the screw and stuff. I'm trying to remember like where you had if you could get that right away or not. Because my problem was so there was 2 layers to my shambles. So I went there and got screw and X-ray right away, right? But then I tried to get the super soft locked and then reset. Except the problem was, for some reason, my brain just never at any point registered that I'd picked up screw. Like it just didn't exist in the seed for me, which is why I like kept going and doing all the, really deep stuff because I didn't even know screw existed. I literally picked it up, but like I never recognized it for some reason. And the second layer problem with that is without screw going through parlor could not have been in logic because that short charge will never be in logic, of course. So there was no reason to keep going through there. And like I knew that, but I was just confused pretty much. I was like, I've clearly missed something and this is bad, so I just have to hope Morph is back here and it'll all work out. Which didn't happen, unfortunately.
I think initially I went through Polo with speed booster and I found the line before I got screw and I reset at that point thinking that there needs to be something.
Right. And that's absolutely what you should do, yeah.
I could have sworn what was it? Because NZT did pick up screw, I think a little bit after you did, but yeah, you ended up getting soft locked. Otherwise, you would have made it out, and you would have been fine. I'm pretty sure you just would have been able to get through the pillars room. But the thing is that as soon as NZT picked up screw attack, he did not proceed like to go down the crumble block to pick up like the supers, and I think there was another super
X-ray.
pack. Oh, an X-ray. Thank you.
Yeah, it was 2 super packs
right
of
after.
X-ray. You were right. Yeah.
And
Another
so, yeah, but the one super pack it was very tricky to grab because that's what soft locked you. But anyway, I don't know if the reason you noped out of that NZT was because you thought you wouldn't be able to get back because you have speed booster, so you would have been able to exit just fine.
Yeah.
What supers are we talking about? I think I had supers.
Yeah. I didn't think it was necessarily the supers. You would have had like extra supers by that point, maybe, but just getting out and leaving with screw attack at first is fine because at least that gives you access to the map, and there was a close enough save station that you could save coming, which you did eventually do. But
all right, yeah, but I think I did. Did I pick up the map? I think I did pick it up once I had screw attack. I do remember running past it.
Yeah.
And then I immediately went back for it. I think. I don't think.
Yeah, the map was in Aqueduct, right? I think.
Yeah.
Saves coming.
Yeah, eventually you did end up doing it. Just at first, I don't think you followed through, and which is fine. But it did leave up like so many like questions on where to go. Honestly, the worst thing about that first seed was the beginning, just because. Yeah, screw attack is one of those weird items where usually it tends to be quality of life, and then sometimes, especially like in an early game, it can be your progression, and it's quite easy to overlook that sometimes when they just kind of blur.
Yeah, that's true. It was definitely a double suit moment. Like even with the overlook, in a normal seed you would get locked out like so fast if you missed that screw, but in this one, yeah, it was so open. You could go so far without it and get a whole lot of nothing for your trouble.
Yeah, I went all the way up to Meridian and sparked up the worst room in the game after several attempts to find absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's rough. I think I saw a worse room, but never didn't commit to the spark. It was so I went into wreck ship and like hit a dead end like at the top of wreck ship, and that's when I was like, okay, I've obviously missed something here. So that's when I had to. That's when it clicked. Like, oh yeah, screw attack exists, and I just forgot. It felt pretty bad. So I guess we can say how I still managed to like finish that seed really fast despite absolute crash out early game is it was just the most Mickey Mouse sequence of events possible. Those 2 supers at the start by Screw are actually pretty important to it because the ammo just fell into place, and yeah, I just skipped every area because the whole game just exists in North Fair and Criteria, and that's all you need. So everything just immediately worked out afterwards, which is crazy. So I just fully skipped Meridia, wreck ship, whatever other Torian was somewhere. Didn't get any of that, which was extremely lucky, of course. The play to go for Criteria map, even like Dragon being Criteria is crazy. Like that should not have happened. I got so lucky making the play for Criteria map when it's so far, and like I already know Mother Brain, so like it's so likely Dragon is in any of the other 3 areas, because at that point the situation I'm in is I have all 3 bosses dead, I've got only Dragon left and 4 unknown maps. So essentially it's not exactly, but you can kind of think of it as it's a 1 in 4 that Dragon is in whichever map I choose first, and it happened to be the one I chose first.
It could have been really bad for sure, because if anything, even the Meridia area was closer to you. Maybe it might have been more down the middle, having to chase either Meridia or backtrack to Criteria and chase for that. But it could have really spiraled if you went to Meridia, because we don't even know what's down in that like water hole. Like it could have been the worst thing ever, which is definitely what it would have been, because there's just nothing else. So going back and scouting that was really, really good.
Yeah, because if you do Meridia, you're doing Wreck Ship while you're there, because it's right next to it, and like it would just spiral. The reason I chose Criteria first, like even though already with the Mother Brain information, is because I still want to know where the ship is. That's pretty much the only logic. Meridia is like slightly closer, I would think. They're probably about the same, but Meridia is probably slightly closer, but Criteria has the benefit of, if I get the map, I'm going to find the ship along the way, which is good, of course. So I want to do that, and yeah, it just worked out.
For sure. And then that second seed, yeah, that one was more on the annoying side, mainly just because of how much the game had you do. Like, you still finished it under an hour and everything, but regardless, it was just filthy with how the game wanted you to access everything that you could, like, and when you could. Ideally, you want to be able to kill Ridley as early as possible, but it just wasn't. And that was like a very that's what distinguished like the two of you, is when you decided to do Ridley. Not that it decided anything necessarily, but more the fact that it speaks to being able to make that quick decision on should I try to get Ridley out of the way now or later. And it just was, to you, Nitro, it didn't look possible. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it just didn't look like you can kill Ridley at that time, no matter what. So you just kind of noped out and went on to do other things, while NZT did commit to it at first, and then it was just really difficult.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's honestly a really interesting situation, because that really is in such a bad spot. Like, you really want to kill it while you're there. It's in a crazy bad spot, and like you've got the 3 majors. Like, even first of all, like it's kind of interesting to think, like, do I even check all 3 of these majors when like I could just reset all the way out and save all this time? But like, you kind of want to check them, because if you can get a Charger, of Varia, or both, like that's really good. And then there was also, I don't know, maybe NZT, did you go like check the X's like to the right of Ridley, on the far right of that area?
Yeah, I think if you mean the ones that were at East Ocean, or do you mean?
Yeah, there was like 2 X's in Ocean, I think, that you could get. I didn't check those, and completely left it.
Yeah, I actually checked those, because to get to the map of Meridia, you had to go through Mickey Mouse, and I was on so low health, I couldn't do it initially, so I ran to the right to look for a farm. So I picked up stuff that was over there. So by the time I reached the Meridia map, I had like 20 missiles and 20 supers. And,
interesting.
The majors were Charge and Ice, and the final one was Speed Booster. So with the missiles present, I ended up with 40 missiles and 20 supers and Charge, Ice, Spacer. So it was barely possible even for me, and I did kill it really once, but it killed me.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's actually really cool. That's such an interesting situation how that happens. Because for me, like when I'm already over there, the X's are just like too far, like, and there's no guarantee I'll get the supers necessary to kill. And then even if I do, I'm going all the way back anyway. So it's a really complicated situation. I think in some cases, like if you can do that and like you get the extra super and can kill Ridley right away, like that should probably be better, but it's very difficult, of course, and you had to have gotten that ammo too. It's a pretty cool situation, even though the seed was annoying.
Yeah, the seed was
It
pretty
did.
cool actually.
Yeah,
I
I
have
enjoyed
a
the seed.
question. Which one of us got more faster in game 2?
In game 2, I think it was Morph was where?
It was in Crumble Shaft. You had to do Aqueduct and then Gate
Oh,
Glitch
right.
Farm Room.
So that was the funny part. I remember now because you gate glitched, but interestingly enough, NZT, you did not gate glitch. You went around. You went
Oh, thank
down and yeah. But you kind of almost yes. Because I could have sworn that I'm always confused about the gate glitches, whether they're in logic or not. I never really can tell.
That room, so that specific room is always in logic with any amount of ammo. It's like an exception. Normally, so all the other blue gates, you need 15 missiles or 15 supers, just like 15 ammo, pretty much. But in that room specifically, because it's like a free farm, it's just always in logic, no matter what. Even with 5 supers, it can make you do it.
Interesting. Well, that's either way. It was funny because that's not that you were ahead NZT either, but when you picked up more first Nitro, and then maybe like 2 seconds later, it just turns out that oh, and look, by the way, NZT is coming in from the bottom part of this room, and then y'all both ended up getting Morph Ball pretty much around the same time, but Nitro did beat you to it.
That's cool.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, aside from the Ridley though, another thing that I wanted to point out that I don't know if you noticed it, Nitro. It's kind of hard for you to maybe even notice it, but I know NZT felt it when he couldn't get to the Brinstar map.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely noticed it. It was pretty wide. Oh, the Brinstar map actually. I think.
Yeah, the Brinstar map. Right at the end, because so what you did, Nitro, to access that is because you came from the left side, from the west side of that area. It's when you save scummed and decided to go to Torian instead to kill Fantoon. I hadn't noticed it at the time that it was disconnected. I don't know if you necessarily have to enter from the other area to get that map. I didn't really take a good look.
I don't think it should be disconnected because I came from the left.
Right.
Well, I ended up getting on the right anyway. I got the map from Greenbryn main shaft area.
So it's it should be that same area that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
It's the one that's where the map looks close to one of the, what is it, the tube or the toilet, or either way, there's a map that NZT couldn't access, and I'm pretty sure it was the map where you save scummed out of. You went to Torian to kill Fantoon, and then you entered through the Norfair area into Brinstar to kill Dragon, and then into Mother Brain, right?
Right.
But because NZT entered from the Norfair section, it was really difficult for him to get a read on where to go, because if you go in the general direction of that map, everything ends up being a dead end, and he just could not get to it. So he ended up just blinding into Dragon, and then pretty much by the time he did get to Dragon, you were done. So I'm sorry, NZT, that one was really tough when you couldn't get around to that.
Those are the best kind of maps. I love it when that happens, when you run everywhere around the edges of the map, and where's the damn entrance to this place? And there's like one entrance that goes into a weird spiral that leads to it.
That is,
I love it.
yeah, that is unfortunate that happened. I will say, I see what you're talking about now. I'm looking at the map, and I did go up there, right? Because I went up the elevator and then entered Terminator, but I turned around at that point, and the reason is because it's a water map, which means it's right-sided. So like, for it to be on the left from Terminator, like, it would have to be a really crazy loop for that to connect, which is what made me go back down and then left, get to the map. Of course, it can still happen. Like, it definitely can, like, hook around up top. It's not impossible. But yeah, just unfortunate for sure.
Neither way, yeah, like all things considered, you ran both of those seeds exceptionally. So, really, yeah, really well done, Nitro. Good job on that, securing those 2 wins back to back. I'm sorry, NZT. It's some rough matches, but yeah, you still like showcased some really cool stuff. So, thank you for that as well. I don't know if you two have any closing thoughts or anything else you want to say.
Not much. GG's, NZT, of course. And Seppi, thank you for the comms. And then on tracking, it's much appreciated. It's a early morning race. Not too common, I think. So cool to have everyone out. And yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, NCT.
Nitro. Yeah, the races pretty much went like I initially expected. You crossed me fair and square. I'm glad to hear there was some entertainment value for the viewers though, and thank you Seppi for the comms and then for driving. I think that's it from me.
Cool, thank you both. Good luck on the future matches. And yeah, that's a speed gaming right there, everybody. Excellent sportsmanship. Can we call that sportsmanship? It's not even sports.
Sure.
And then I appreciate it. Thank you so much for tracking, because I just don't have the attention span to do any of that, and you save us all from having to do that. So shout out to you, keeping us in line. And yeah, that's it. Cool. All right, bye.